The 2026 World Cup schedule is not just a fixture list. It is a logistics puzzle with a football stuck in the middle. For the first time, the men's tournament has 48 teams, 104 matches, and 16 host cities spread across Canada, Mexico, and the United States. FIFA's official calendar runs from June 11th to July 19th. That sounds simple until you realize what those numbers do to every player, coach, broadcaster, fan, and travel desk. 104 matches in 39 days means the tournament rarely gets to breathe. While one city is cleaning confetti from an afternoon game, another city is preparing a night kickoff, and a third city is watching two teams fly across a continent. This is the episode about why the schedule feels insane and why it may become the most exhausting World Cup ever. Start with the old feeling of a World Cup. You watched a few group games, learned who was dangerous, panicked about goal difference, and then the knockout bracket arrived. The new version is bigger in every direction. 48 teams become 12 groups of 4. 12 groups create 72 group matches before the knockout round even starts. Then the new round of 32 adds 16 more games. After that, the tournament still has the round of 16, the quarterfinals, the semifinals, the third-place match, and the final. So the simple football festival quietly turns into a 104-match machine. The number that should scare everyone is not just 104. It is 104 squeezed into 39 days. That averages roughly 2.5 matches every day across the entire tournament. Some days feel like a football buffet. Other days feel like the buffet has learned how to chase you. For fans, that is fun at first. There is always another game, another upset, another dramatic table. But for teams, the schedule is a treadmill. You do not just play. You recover, fly, train, study the next opponent, handle media, and try to sleep like a normal person inside a moving circus. Now, a geography. This tournament is not in one compact country. It is across 3 countries and 16 host cities. Canada, Mexico, and the United States are not exactly a short taxi ride. The map itself becomes part of the story. A team can finish one match in one climate, then prepare for another match in a different time zone, different altitude, different weather, and a completely different stadium atmosphere. That does not mean every team travels the same amount. FIFA tries to organize routes. But the scale of North America means travel will be a character in the tournament, whether anyone invited it or not. This matters because football is not played by spreadsheets. It is played by tired legs. A winger who looks electric on match 1 can look like a phone battery at 2% by match 3. A defender who wins every header can start arriving half a step late. A coach who loves intense pressing may discover that pressing across a continent is not the same as pressing across a league weekend. The teams with the best squads may survive the schedule better. The teams with thin benches may feel every mile. In this World Cup, depth is not a luxury. It is a survival tool. The group stage is where the chaos begins. 12 groups means 12 separate dramas running at once. Some groups may be obvious. Some groups may turn into mathematical escape rooms. Because the best third-place teams can also reach the round of 32, matches that look finished may still matter. A consolation goal can affect a table in another city. A yellow card can suddenly feel expensive. A narrow loss can be useful damage control. The schedule does not just ask who won. It asks how much energy they spent winning, how much damage they avoided losing, and how quickly they can do it again. Broadcasters love this kind of thing because the screen never goes quiet. Fans love it because there is always a new argument. But the human brain has limits. If you try to follow every group, every third-place race, every travel story, and every knockout possibility, your wall chart may start looking like evidence in a detective movie. The expanded tournament creates more chances for smaller nations, which is great. It also creates more simultaneous stakes, which is confusing. The best World Cup moments are simple. One goal, one save, one stadium losing its mind. The schedule around those moments is becoming much less simple. The host cities also become characters. A match in Mexico City is not the same physical challenge as a match in Vancouver. A match in Miami does not feel like a match in Seattle. A game under summer heat is different from a game inside a different climate pattern. Fans may experience the tournament as a vacation map. Players experience it as a recovery problem. Every flight, every bus ride, every hotel switch, and every training window takes a little piece of the body. Over 39 days, those little pieces add up. Then comes the knockout round. In the old 32-team format, the bracket felt familiar. 16 teams survived, and one defeat sent you home. In 2026, there's a round of 32 first. That means one extra elimination step for the eventual champion. A team may need 8 matches to win the trophy instead of 7. That is one more opponent to scout, one more emotional cliff, one more chance for a favorite to trip over a tactical banana peel. The champion will not only need quality, it will need stamina, rotation, luck, and a medical staff with nerves of steel. This is why the calendar can change tactics. In a smaller tournament, a coach might chase a stylish win early. In this version, the same coach may ask whether style is worth the fuel. Do you press for 90 minutes if you play again soon? Do you rest a star if the group is almost safe? Do you protect a draw because the third-place route still exists? Do you chase a second goal because goal difference may matter later? The answer will change by group, city, opponent, and injury report. The schedule turns every decision into a small negotiation with exhaustion. For underdogs, the bigger schedule cuts both ways. More places at the tournament means more countries get a stage. That is the beautiful part. More matches also means more chances to survive one bad day. But the expanded calendar can punish teams that rely on a small core of players. If your best 11 must run everything, the 4th or 5th match may arrive like a bill you forgot to pay. The teams that can rotate without collapsing may look boring in June and dangerous in July. The teams that sprint through the opening week may discover that tournaments are not paid out in first-week applause. For fans at home, the best way to watch is to simplify the chaos. First, follow the big numbers. 48 teams, 12 groups, 104 matches, 39 days. Second, watch the recovery windows. A team that plays beautifully after a long rest is not the same as a team playing its third stressful match in a week. Third, watch travel and weather. If a team looks slow, the reason may not be fear. It may be fatigue. Fourth, watch the bench. In this format, the substitute who plays 20 minutes in the group stage might decide a knockout game later. The funny part is that the schedule may create exactly the drama people complain about. Bigger tournaments can feel bloated on paper. Then the ball moves, and suddenly everyone is arguing about a late goal in a group they did not know existed yesterday. That is a World Cup trick. It turns complexity into emotion. It makes a match between two unfamiliar teams feel urgent because the result changes someone else's route. The problem is not that the schedule has no drama. The problem is that it may have too much drama at once. So, is the 104-match World Cup a mistake? Not automatically. It gives more countries a chance. It gives more fans a local hero. It gives more stories a place to happen. But it also asks the tournament to carry more weight than ever before. More teams means more logistics. More logistics means more fatigue. More fatigue means more strange results. And strange results are either magic or misery, depending on which shirt you are wearing. Here is the takeaway. The 2026 World Cup will not be judged only by who lifts the trophy. It will be judged by whether the expanded schedule still feels like a festival or whether it starts to feel like a marathon with halftime music. 104 matches in 39 days is a huge promise. It promises more football, more countries, more nights, more noise, and more stories. It also promises tired legs, complicated tables, and coaches pretending they are not worried while staring at travel plans. So when the tournament feels chaotic, do not assume you're lost. The schedule is just doing exactly what it was built to do. Make the biggest World Cup ever feel even bigger.